Hold on. We good.
All right, we on now.
Come, we live.
All right. Shalom Akim, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakadash, Rakatham.
Rakata.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, honors and salutation to you brothers doing the work of truth and sincerity. And basically, we just gonna get into this YouTube shutdown, you know. Uh
Okay.
at, at, well, we already know it's one of Esau's practice devices to well, basically one to see how people will react, and two to test and make sure their devices work.
Right. It's also to when they run these experiments, man, they like to do the trial and error. They want to see what people do within the first 30 minutes or an hour. Remember how they did that on the purge? How within the first couple minutes, they was monitoring the purge heavily
Okay.
because they wanted to see what the people would do, how their reaction was initially,
Mm-mm,
and what they would have to do in response of that problem, reaction, solution.
mm-mm,
And you got a lot of companies that make a lot of money off of YouTube. A lot of YouTube individuals that monetize their shit for clicks, they make millions of dollars, man.
correct.
All right. And when that money starts fucking up and coming in, you got their representatives and you got different companies, businesses. A lot of money is tied up in it. So everything stops. Like, 'cause that's something that we all felt universally from here to Russia, worldwide. It's like,
This is Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So basically, they search. The point is they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. I mean, when they before Esau does anything, they practice it first. Well, we all know
Okay.
that. Before they do anything, they'll practice it. And this YouTube shutdown was just another example of that. It was just like the day that they shut down the food stamps. Everybody's food stamps was or food benefits, or EBT benefits is what they call it now. Everybody's
Okay.
EBT benefits was late for a whole day, and motherfuckers was going ready to go ballistic already. I mean, they was ready to go crazy. They was ready to start rioting that day. You know,
Giant Kalamazoo one.
God,
yeah,
how my
yeah,
kids gonna eat?
yeah,
That's what they were
exactly.
saying.
Yep. And they was just late on stamps for one day. And really they wasn't late. They shut the shit down for a day to see what was gonna happen, just like this YouTube thing. And we all know what was it, Amos 8 and 11. You finna get it right now. But yeah, Amos 8 and 11, where it says the famine of the word, and the brother's gonna get it in just a minute. But
I
that
got
famine
it
of the word is coming.
pulled up already.
Come on, go ahead.
Uh, um, Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High Power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for of water, but the hearing of the word of the Most High. And they shall wander from the sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro and seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
And that's coming. I mean, with
Yeah.
this 2 hour shutdown, this 2 hour shutdown of the internet, I mean of the YouTube, man, people were panicking. I actually was looking up on the I was actually looking up on the web about the YouTube shutdown. It was some Edomites then posted up there. They started as soon as they couldn't get on YouTube. What they started doing is tweeting each other. Like, I can't get on YouTube. Is you having the same problem? They tweeting their friends. Yeah, we having the same problem. What the hell is going on? Basically, Edomites was panicking. Edomites was
Okay.
panicking. You know what I'm saying? So, Edomites pretty much more calm than Jake, because this is their bullshit society. But Edomites was panicking that YouTube was down for a few hours. And in some places it was down all the way until the next morning, like 4 in the morning. So you can imagine how Jake gonna be when they actually shut down this internet as a whole. And that was just YouTube, because what I think they was really doing was just making sure that this device would work and shut
Okay.
down YouTube. And then YouTube haven't gave no explanation for their site being shut down. I mean, but just like these devils actually said, YouTube has never shut down for more than 20 or 30 minutes ever since it's been running. But
Brother, if you don't mind me saying, not only YouTube gonna shut down, hey, there's money down. They say the AT shut down. You ain't gonna be able to say it, but it's gonna be more than just a glitch.
Gun. Once they hit this internet, that's this whole world wide web, and they practicing shutting down YouTube. Don't think it's for any other reason. It's because of the Israelites and mainly the brothers in GMS. Because I watched Elder Apostle Gabar's video today, and well, actually, just knowing the brothers, because some brothers was up on it as soon as it hit, and as soon as it got back up, they had videos up. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching Apostle Gabar's video early in the morning. You know, when I was going to work, and man, it's true. The other camps don't really teach you nothing more than you're an Israelite. They're not warning you about the up and coming destructions, you know. And there's a lot going on with this YouTube shutdown. They ready to actually start this martial law. They getting this thing started. So brothers better start girding up their mind. And one thing that Apostle Gabar did say is get as much of this knowledge as you can, you know. Matter of fact, and I'm finna bring up the scripture too. If one of y'all brothers got something else to add.
Psalms 118:8. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in princes. All right, so all of their confidence is in that technology. They depended on another man to get this connected over here and pop this plug back into place and hit this imaginary switch to get their lives back in order. You got somebody checked into India in a rehab because the motherfucker was addicted to watching Netflix. Forgot how many hours they said he was watching a day, but it was the first case of its kind. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the shit that we've come into. And you so caught up on these different social media events and basically, since you can live stream now and you can do that on Instagram and all these other handheld devices and shit and social media platforms, now you able to convey what's happening immediately. That's the realest news you're gonna get. That's why they have a problem with this whole situation, because really those documents that they didn't want to be released, I forgot how that whole situation went about, but basically there was some FBI documents that are supposed to be released, and they went to, I think, Congress or something, and they were, you know, trying to stop it. A lot of people were trying to stop it from passing because it would show a lot of the things that were happening underhandedly with a lot of the one percenters, including the Hillary, the Clintons and the Rodhams, you know, and they were doing what they could to hinder that from coming out. All right, because that was the Most High making these motherfuckers bare and revealing all of their secrets. So they had to do something with that web thing, whether it been a sign or the experiment. You know, it's also multiple things to what they do. You know, it's not just all for one reason. You have a root, which is basically a test, but the benefits they receive from it is to cover up other things that are coming out. They also use that as signs to to threaten other countries and certain treaties with them. Motherfucker, we can cut this whole bitch down right now. Look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that shutdown happened across the globe, man. The only place that it didn't occur was in like South Africa, or actually in Africa, the continent of the continent of Canaan, you know. But everywhere else, in the UK, it shut down the YouTube all over there, man. So that was Esau basically just making sure his bullshit worked, you know. Shut it down for 2 hours and longer in other places, you know. Shit. But like I was saying, Apostle Gabar had said get as much of this knowledge as you can. And I got this scripture. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through or nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart also be. And these words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the words of this book, is called riches, man. So these riches are the treasure, man.
Con,
And you want to get as much of these riches as possible, get as much of this treasure as possible before the time comes. What does it say? Wisdom and knowledge. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said, store up these treasures. So for where your treasure is, that's where your heart is gonna be. You know.
con. I got a quick precept for you too,
Uh-huh.
brother. Because since you came out with that one, I gotta come out with this one.
Uh,
Colossians 3:2. Uh, um, Set your affections on things above and not things on this earth.
Con things above, spiritual things. This word is
God,
spirit, man.
God.
It's real.
Yep, go ahead.
Man, hey, we don't look for stuff in this life. You know,
Con,
us as great millstone. We waiting for the world to come. We
con,
ain't waiting for this world to make itself right. We
con,
waiting for Yahweh Shai to fight for us and deliver us out of this place.
con.
That's what we waiting on.
Because if you believe in the scriptures, then you don't want this place to continue. You know it's not
That's
going to
right.
continue.
I got
Hey, I keep saying I can't wait till I get out of here.
Con.
And
And the more
you
these
know,
things happen, the more these prophecies happen, the closer we are to getting delivered from this place. Even the 2/3 is gonna be happy. Because even though they have to die, they're gonna come back in their right mind.
God. And I think I got what you're looking for. No, I don't. But I'm in it. Oh, I got it. You call for Second Ezra the ninth chapter. What happened? I'll be
Alawama, Salakia.
right back. Okay, Con. You call for Second Ezra the ninth chapter,
Con,
and I got it right now. And he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself when thou see a part of the sign past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
right.
Yeah,
And measuring the time diligently. Hey, every time Esau did something, matter of fact, if you look back in the past, every time Esau did some a false flag attack, what did they have? They had a drill going on, right?
yeah,
So basically they were practicing. So the Lord said, Yahweh Shai said, measure thou the time diligently. So now they doing another practice run. So you know they about to do something. I
right.
mean, they making a diligent search. They doing they practice runs. So us measuring the time diligently, seeing they doing more practice runs, we getting closer and closer to martial law.
And see,
yeah,
that's the thing. This devil don't even try no more. They used to have all kind of different schemes and shit set up. I was like, oh, that was slick, you know.
Good.
They don't even try no more. And
Nope.
then everybody act all amazed and shit when they do some shit like that. Like all of a sudden America's fucking with Ukraine, right? Now Ukraine got all these different school shootings similar to Columbine. If you familiar with the news lately, they had a Columbine shooting at a high school in Ukraine. They ain't have none of those fucking problems until they started fucking with America, man.
Nope.
That just tell you they do the same thing in these different countries to destabilize people's minds and their way of thinking. to get them dependent, like the brother was saying with the EBT shit. How I'm feed that? How I'm feed my babies? Like, bitch, you don't even know how to
God,
cook. You looking for that quick?
she
Because you
was
God,
know,
shook.
because you know, like places like Cali and shit, you can take your EBT to Taco Bell and all of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And what is it? Subway and shit like that, Arby's and shit
God.
like that. You can use your EBT at them places, man. You know,
God,
and it's like,
Yeah, I got a quick precept. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. You know, that's the treasures that we supposed to be storing up for these end times. Then it says, wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of thy times, which is these treasures, these riches, which is the word, and strength of salvation. Strength of salvation is saying a whole lot, because we know we have salvation after these times. In other words,
God,
if these times don't come, we don't have salvation. So yes, we happy that Esau is going further with this with pushing the famine of the word, because that's another prophecy that has to be fulfilled. And then of course martial law, and then the mark of the beast, then we out of here. However, we also got to be what's the word I'm looking for?
hmm.
We gotta be stable. We also a little shook at these times, because we know all the hell that's about to go on. So serious. I think that's the word I'm looking for. We also
God,
serious, you know. We
Austere, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
austere. Because these times is gonna be bad, man.
I got it right here.
Come
God,
Uh,
God. Go ahead, brother.
it says, dang, you know what? No, I got it right here. See, this is Katoma. This is
on.
Hey, we
Jeremiah.
living in great times right now.
Son,
You know,
yep, these are great times, man. Israel's about to be lifted up in
right?
a on a grand scale by
God,
Yahweh Shai, man.
This is Jeremiah 30:6. Says, ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child.
Now in other words, these gonna be some wild times. We happy that it's coming, but at the same time, these is gonna be some wild times, because we gonna see some shit. We gonna see the Lord putting terror upon people, man.
Mm.
And that's gonna be a frightful sight, you
Shit, we're
know.
gonna be tested each individual themselves.
Kind of. Well, he said, well, he'll keep us from the hour of temptation. In
Right.
other words,
I mean,
we're gonna
it
be
will go.
safe during this time,
You go
but
through
we
your
gonna
Slakia. I don't mean cut you off.
but we gonna see how he rewards the wicked in
Right.
these times, you know.
Because everybody's
God,
gonna go through something. Because
Kind,
Jake is still gonna be put. Even those that make it, you know, they said they scarcely be saved.
kind,
That mean they gonna go through some things.
kind,
You know what I'm
kind,
saying? They got to be retried and refined.
kind,
You know, because
kind.
this is all on the road to
Not
becoming that
Chicago
royal.
tried to refry.
Oh, my pride died laid to the side.
Right, not fried, dyed, laid to the
No,
side, but
no,
tried and refined.
God, unrefined.
God.
You know, but you know what? That's one of the main things too. Those brothers that are scarcely saved, you know, hey, the most I add on to them, but they'll go through their squabbles and their situations. You know what I'm saying? The most I just gonna have them delivered from that. You know, however he bring them about. You know, it ain't gonna be as much as the average man. Average man gonna be out here stinking. You know.
God.
hey, like when they walk past us, they be laughing now, but hey, they gonna be crying
God.
later.
Oh
God.
yeah,
God.
hey, that's an old saying. That's real heavy in Cali. They say they get them, especially Issachar, they get the tattoos with a smiley face and then a sad face on the other side, like a mask. And then
And
it says,
come, we
"Grab
not
that
scared
pride
when these
later."
evil days come. Hey, it's gonna be famine in the land. I'm talking about famine where motherfuckers won't be able to eat.
Con,
Mm-hmm.
But the scriptures say, hey, matter of fact, 65 and
yep, 65 starting at what 11 on down. It's
God,
like
65 and 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord and forget my holy mountain and prepare a table for that troop that I will furnish the drink offering unto the number, and therefore I will number you to the sword, and ye shall bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. Then I spake, and ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delight not. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My
Right. And
servant shall drink, and ye shall be
now,
thirsty. Hey,
right now,
these
we
people
storing this up, man. We building this up right now, like
can't.
squirrels do. All right. Then they make the comparison on the ants and how the ants, when the season came for them, they would collect the food, and the grasshopper, the old proverbial saying and shit, the grasshopper and the ants, and what the grasshopper ended up going hungry and shit because he was laughing, kicking back, laughing at the ants. Why the fuck y'all working so hard? Like a
Mm-hmm.
nigga got that goddamn twig in his mouth, nigga. Y'all motherfucker playing a fiddle. I remember that shit. And he
Mm-hmm.
was sitting there talking all that crazy shit. Man, y'all work too hard. Y'all need to kick back and relax sometime. When winter came, that nigga was stinking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The ants was straight though.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we doing right now. We storing up this knowledge and this wisdom and this understanding so we can apply it in the times that's coming. Because like the brother said, that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time, says the scriptures.
Yep, and strength of salvation because we know that this has to happen before we get saved out of here, man.
Oh, there.
What is the other people gonna be thinking when we all calm when all this destruction is happening? You know,
Con,
when we just, I mean, I wouldn't say we're gonna be exactly calm, but we gonna be collected in
right,
in those
right. Because
times.
we looking forward to it
Con,
now. You
Can't.
see?
Hey, we got the understanding that hey, all these evil things must come before the Most High returns.
con,
Right,
con.
right.
You know,
Everybody
hey, the
hoping
prophecy
that
got to
shit
be
get
fulfilled.
better.
Con,
Shit.
con, yeah, and that's a big thing. These prophecies have to be fulfilled, man.
Right.
And the more prophecies is fulfilled, the sooner we out of here. That's why we
Can't.
look forward to when Esau start pushing that mark of the beast on the people because we know we around the corner then. We
Can't.
one step away from getting out of here.
Con. And people are afraid of the times to come, which is natural because
They
I let
don't.
the scripture speak. It's
Con,
Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. When a man or woman is travailing with child, she going through those contractions and that pain. All right. They say there's no other comparable pain. I've seen my wife go through it, several times. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't no joke. All right. So imagine a man in that condition.
mm-hmm.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. And they happy and they got their heads held high now and they talk that good shit. But in that day, a man gonna have his hands on his nuts, man, because he ain't gonna feel like a man anymore.
Yeah, he can be crying like a little woman.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, it's already now. They putting it to the point where, they making it a problem to actually be masculine.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to emasculate the fuck out you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so bad to the point where one day they might put that to the point where it's outlawed and shit, or you're gonna have packs of homosexuals seeking the chase after a couple men. You can't do nothing
Con,
about that. They Andre 3000 these niggas, man.
mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh, I got a quick precept to jump in real quick. This
kind
is Luke 6:25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
kind
And that's just straight to the point, man. To
kind.
all these people that's having that good old jolly good time right now, that gay old time right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Can't.
in these times to come, they're gonna mourn and weep. It's like you go ahead.
Kind. Oh no, you straight. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
And the Lord specifically said Jacob's trouble is the time of our trouble,
Can't.
because Jacob gonna be catching the most hell during this time because Esau is gonna be fighting like hell to keep his kingdom, which he's gonna lose.
Kind.
You had a little more in it.
Yeah, kind.
It's the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah. I was gonna follow up on that shit too, what you just said. Says, but he shall be saved out of it.
And the he is talking about the elect, man.
Jumping over to the 12th verse. Well, no, that's me too. The eighth verse. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Most High of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck and will burst thy bonds. And strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
Right. The strength of salvation. You know, in the fear of the Lord, you know, these scriptures, this word, this treasure, that is our treasure. These riches are our treasure, man. The words of Yahweh, Shai is our treasure.
Right. So you should be taking them and storing them up right now.
Good.
You know, this is one of the main reasons that the Most High had us do this.
Good.
You know, store up them riches like the apostle. You know, they push that vibration and it's real, man.
Good.
Good. It says, but they shall serve Yahweh their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
Good.
Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Yahweh, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from a land of their captivity.
Good.
So I mean, all of this basically has to happen, just so he can come back. You know, the Most High, you know, Jake love a flashy entrance, man.
So how much more Yahweh Shai?
Yeah.
He gonna have a heck of a flashy entrance, man.
Right. What was that on Thor? That motherfucker, John Cusack, not John Cusack, but whatever. He was flying that spaceship. Remember that nigga pressed the button and be like, "It's my birthday."
Yeah.
You know, get the shooting out fireworks and all that shit.
Good.
Hey, the Most High gonna come back in some dope fashion, like cracking that sky open and making it look something that your ass can coin and remember.
Yeah.
It says, and Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. So this has not happened. So the people that are over there calling themselves so-called Jews, it has nothing to do with them.
Right, because to be
they didn't fear all the days they've been over there.
Right, exactly, because they had some type of war. And to be at rest and be quiet, that means no nation ain't coming against you, you know? To be quiet. What did he say that Alexander the Greek did? Alexander the Macedonian Greek did? He said that the whole earth was quiet before him. So to be at rest and be quiet means that the other nations are subdued before you, you know? And basically Jacob, you know, when Yahweh Shai come back, Israel is going to be have all the other nations in subjection, slavery, you know.
God, so, and if they was the true children of the Most High, there wouldn't be no war right now.
No, there wouldn't be no wars. The whole world would be subdued under them, and then they would. It ain't no way they would have anybody trying to fight against them. For one, for two, they would know who the rest of their people were.
Oh, right here.
Ask them fake ass Jews, they don't know who the hell the other tribes are.
Here go right here, Salakia. Jeremiah 39:11. For I am with thee, says Yahweh, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. So what happened to the rest of the tribes?
Them fake Jews, they don't know. The Jewish people don't know where the heck the other tribes are.
Right. You know, they out there looking like, oh shit, well, we just absorbed them in. Motherfucker, it's not Dan. All right, times 11, man. You see what I'm saying? That's a bunch of bullshit. All right, the Most High didn't make a full end of any of them. You even gonna make a full end of some of these other nations, especially starting with Esau after 1,000 years.
And I got a quick piece of it right quick. Isaiah 2, the word of Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw the concerning of Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord house shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above all the hills and the nations shall flow unto it. Many people shall go and say, come ye, let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh Shai, to the house of Yahweh of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. And this not happening right now from over there.
God.
We ain't living in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. We under the laws of man right now.
God.
And he shall judge among the nation and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and spears into pruning hood, and nation will not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. We still having wars right now. They're having the Syria war right now.
Right, we had wars. We in the time of wars and rumors of war.
Right.
Well, actually,
Good.
we ain't even in the beginning of sorrows no more. We in the middle of sorrows somewhere.
Good.
Wars. We've been in active war for over like what 20 years,
God, God.
17, 20 years, bro, since September 11th,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just wars that we were aware of.
God. I'm gonna read this in First Maccabees, basically going into that definition that the nations being quiet. This Maccabees 1 and First Maccabees 1:1, and it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim and smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth, and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. And then it goes into the wickedness of Esau and wicked spread across the earth. But my point is, the earth was quiet before him. Just like it's going to be quiet before Jacob. It's going to be quiet before Israel, meaning that it's going to be subdued. The whole earth is going to be subdued, and nothing is going to make us fear because we're going to rule over everything.
That's right.
Yeah, that's being quiet. And right now, then people calling themselves Jewish, that's not happening. That's a prophecy that has to be fulfilled still, and that's not happening with them. They still at war. Matter of fact, this war with Syria is going on, and they are part of it. So they can't be the real people. They don't even believe.
They haven't even how can you be the true Israelites when I don't see people beating their weapons, their guns, these missiles into pruning hooks and plows.
Right, they ain't denuclearizing because Israel done brought up several times at this UN council, at the UN conferences, that they need to denuclearize. Ain't no country denuclearizing. Why? Because they're still at war. Everybody is still at war. And the Lord said, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said that no nation shall lift up sword against each other. In other words, there will be no wars when the true people is in the land. And if those Jewish people were the people, then wars wouldn't be happening right now. So those ain't the real people.
And how come we at the beginning stages of World War III right now? Hey, none of this would be happening if the true Israel was running things.
And then in Revelations, out of one year, Yahushua said that 2 woes is past and there's 1 woe more to come. So that had to be fulfilled too, which is the Third World War is actually coming. The third great destruction is actually coming. So, and then, hey, with them doing all these practice runs, especially the famine of the word, because there's really only 2 more major prophecies that need to be fulfilled. That famine of the word is one of them, and that mark of the beast is the other. Once those 2 major prophecies is fulfilled, we pretty much out of here,
Precept. This is Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Right, and the prey is Israel. If those fakers over there were the real Israelites, they would still be in captivity somewhere. Because it says the prey departeth not.
Right. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of wheels and the prancing of horses and the jumping chariots. You look up and down this street, you got all kind of different vehicles riding up the street, making all kind of different sounds, modified mufflers, V8 engines with the Hemi and shit, going up and down the street. You understand? Niggas got switches, hidden switches,
right?
Doing all of these different things with their chariots, their transportation. Says the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering sword, and there is a multitude of slain and great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. Right, because that bright and glittering spear, man, the Most High gave them the knowledge to make these nukes, and now these nukes are gonna be their undoing. What was that?
Yeah.
What was that article you just sent to us, I9? I read it.
That was MT RT.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That Russia is had dumped the dollar.
Gun, and that's a beautiful thing. That's one step closer to martial law. That's probably why they practice the YouTube shutdown right now, because they
Yeah.
know that they have to hurry up and start doing this. Because with the dump of the dollar, with the de-dollarization around the globe, that means that they ain't gonna have no money to do it later if they don't do it right now.
what did Putin say? He said after nuclear holocaust, we'll go to heaven as martyrs.
Go on
Attackers
downstairs. Go
will
on now.
die as sinners.
Go on downstairs from grandma.
Gun. And actually, you know, Putin is going off the notion that everybody is going to die in a nuclear holocaust. No, it's just Esau's system. Your system is going to be destroyed in this nuclear holocaust. Most of the people are going to die in this nuclear holocaust. And the ones that's left, that's not Israel, that hasn't been taken up in a so-called UFO, which we know are the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, hey, they're going into slavery. I mean, but that's why Putin say that. He going off of the thought that everybody is gonna be in heaven. Ain't nobody gonna be on earth anymore. And the ones that what Putin them, they think that they're gonna go to heaven because they didn't start this war, and they think everybody else is gonna go to hell, you know. But no, it don't work like that.
Kind of like you, brother, but they think they're gonna be the next rulers of this earth once America gets knocked down.
But
they think the Most High is gonna set them up in their favor.
And that's not gonna happen. We're here to tell you right now that the children of Israel under Yahweh Shai, these so-called Negroes, Indians, Latino descended people, and the confusion of faces around the globe that are of the bloodline of Israel are gonna be the next rulers, starting with the elect. You know.
Hey, that's why they the tougher ones, because they stick, you know, Mount Seir. That's close by, man. That's not too far from their own home, you know. And then being in Mount Seir, you know, you gotta understand that they are tougher because they're more in their primal state. Why? Because of different wars that ravaged their country, from World War II all the way down to the petty skirmishes that was happening before when what's my man's name? Globodan Milosevic was in and shit. You know, that nigga, that big stain on his head and shit. You know, it was a lot of mafia wars, and it was always something that's on their set on their soil. That's what makes them so hard. These devils over here.
You know what? Slacky brothers, I gotta watch the news and see if they really gonna report that Russia dumped U.S. debt, because they might just be like, "Hey, let me see it. Go downstairs and play with it, okay?" No. Sorry about that, brother.
You fine, brother? Yeah, I can have real lives, man, and this is a live stream. It ain't no cuts, man.
We wouldn't have it.
But you know, hey, they thinking that they're gonna run things. Russia, Iran, Israel. They think they're gonna be running things after the U.S. get knocked off. This shit ain't gonna happen. You know, the children of Israel gonna be running things. All of y'all gonna be licking the dust off our boots.
Good. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredom and families through her witchcrafts. You guys can't tell me. I don't care what country you're in. They have pills. They have pharmaceutical companies. Matter of fact, they got people that are on the outside that know how to use the herbs, that are going through things so heavily that they actually requesting the pills themselves. Insulin shots. All of that shit is witchcraft, man. RX, man. All right, X
Con.
and pharmacia. You know, that's witchcraft and like, man. And that's one thing that they have in common around the whole world is they're part of that pharmaceutical company, man. All right, and that's every country. And if they're not, those countries are fighting to get in that. That's why Pakistan is disappointed because America cut a lot of the funding that they was receiving. You know, as the repairs and war aid and you know feeding those that were hungry and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, it says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame." Everybody's finding out the infrastructure of this country is nothing. Everybody's finding out that shit. Once you have a nuke, America really can't talk that kind of shit that they want to you. You know, that's that great equalizer amongst the nations right now.
Okay.
And I will cast abominable filth upon them and make thee vile and will set thee as a gazing stone. And that's that nuclear destruction. So as Putin would put it, you know what I'm saying? That Holocaust.
I got Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. I mean, that says it all right there for all you nations that think that after this nuclear war, this World War III go down and there's not and the dust lifts off, you think you're gonna be ruling? No. The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. In other words, the Israelites is gonna have the kingdom, and they can possess it forever and ever underneath Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, under the rules, under the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Ain't no other nation gonna rule. You know, if y'all got anything else, I mean, we'll close up on whatever y'all got for y'all last scriptures.
What was that you just read?
Daniel 7:18. The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Said, yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire is hell.
And that's Esau in a nutshell, man. He's a proud man that don't keep at home. He always in other people's business. And what does it say?
And he enlarges his desire as hell.
He enlarges his desire as hell. In other words, he takes everybody's land.
And he and is as death.
Yep. Everything Esau do is about death, man. Chemtrails, GMO. I mean, if Esau was to rule, as long as he wanted to rule, everybody would die. He will rule all the way until everybody's last breath.
Right, because they weren't, you know, when your blessing is a sword, you don't really, you know, naturally you're not going to have a tendency to know how to preserve life.
Con. All Esau knows how to do and is good at doing is destroying life.
Yeah.
You know,
that's it. That's all you know how to do.
But what these devils don't know, because he's a proud man, is the Lord, the one that created you, can destroy life much better. He gonna destroy your life on a grand scale using the weapons he gave to you to destroy yourself. You know, and a couple of weapons that you ain't never seen before. You know,
that's like somebody killing you with a samurai getting killed with his own sword.
Exactly. Yeah, a samurai swing his sword at his enemy. The enemy take his sword and kill him with it. It's like, damn. Yeah. Hey, that's a hell of a way to die, man. Yeah. And the Lord is going to do that to you devils on a grand scale. And he's going to, at the same time, turn away our captivity, which you nations repute us as nothing, man.
Right.
Knowing good and well who we really are. You got any parting scriptures?
I got one last scripture, brother. This is about what the Most High said he's going to do for us. Isaiah 14, and the Most High will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel.
That's what this is all about, man. That's the most beautiful scripture that I ever heard, man. The Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. He still chose us, you know. So
That's
like,
right.
yeah, I just had to break into smiles after that. Shoot.
Hey, you keep on, brother, because this thing is for us, the children of Israel. It ain't for none of the world, other people. You know, the Most High say y'all less than nothing.
Right. Yep, because these other nations have always said that we less than nothing. They've always looked at us like we not shit, you know.
And set them in their own land. It wasn't supposed to be the EU and America set those Ashkenazis in Israel. It's the Most High supposed to set us in our own land.
Good.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, servants and handmaids, and they will take them captive. Those they were captive, they were, and they shall rule over their possessors. And God, this ain't happening yet. We waiting for this prophecy to be fulfilled. You know, we know once this war light off, we know that the end of y'all rulership ends.
That's right. And we rooting for this end, man. You got a devil talking about a devil that was upset that we was happy that they going through drug overdose crisis right now. Of course we happy about that, man. We happy to see you devils go down. And it's not just that, even regular Israelites, even regular that Israelites that don't know that they're Israelites is happy about it, man. Oh shit. Yes, we happy that you devils are going down, man.
Hey, back in the 80s, hey, y'all ain't give a fuck about crack killing our people. Y'all ain't give a fuck until start killing the these Wall Street daughters, these future daughters, the elite's daughters. That's when y'all started giving a fuck about it.
And that's the same reason why. That's the same reason why they like the they give a fuck about the opioid crisis, because it's killing them and it's not killing us.
Well, they actually profiting off of that as well, because they took the whole that was the whole Desert Shield operation in a nutshell when they went over there and started taking over them opium fields in Afghanistan. Right, because they were the world's largest producer of opium still to this day. So that was all strategic, even up to the device that they unfolded, and it's affecting their own people now. Mossad basically turned that shit up on their heads. Because you gotta expect that though. When you poison something, you shit in your own fucking bath water, that shit is gonna come towards you eventually.
I just can't wait for this day to, for all this to end. Hey, because hey, that's what all of us, hey, every man from with GMS, hey, we want the end of this world to hurry up and come. That's the reason why we hasten the day. I keep saying it. I can't wait.
Right. We want this day to come. You know, that's why Esau needs to get on his fucking job, man. You don't need to practice no more. Your shit work. Let's do this. Let's do this so the Lord can do what he got to do and we can get the hell up out of here. You know?
Slacking. I just got a little bit more on Habakkuk.
Good.
Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his.
Right. And the whole world knows that Esau is a fucking thief. He didn't get it by war, by straight up war. He got it by trying to let the nation's guards down and stole the shit. So everybody looks at him as a thief, like you stole this land. Like everybody say the so-called white man stole this land. Why? Because you didn't come saying, okay, we declare war. You was invited to the land and then you took it off and under the owner's noses. That's a thief, man.
Look at
that's
the
not
Louisiana
yours.
Purchase.
Con.
You know, the Louisiana Purchase was something in itself. They traded all of the Louisiana and portions of other states. Bought that from those Jakes, supposedly brought it from them for some glass beads. You know what I'm saying? Like they just sold Jake outright.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't know the difference between our own land and some glass beads,
Right.
man.
Right.
Louisiana Purchase was some straight bullshit. It says, I used to learn about that in class. I used to be like, man, what the fuck? That ain't even sound right. How the
Mm-hmm.
fuck you just settle for some glass beads? Like they put them in a fucked up situation to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And that's how Esau does it.
Come. Let's see.
I got a quick precept, one last one,
Right.
because that's how they got the kingdom. Sirach 8 and 10, no 10 and 8, because of unrighteous dealings and injuries, riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Correct.
And they stole this kingdom with unrighteous dealings. Hey, they on top of everything. Hey, they made a deal with all the other nations to bring us down, but they ended up on top because they dealt unrighteous with them too.
Correct. Correct. So now the kingdom is translated again, which the kingdom was going to be ours in the first place, But Adonai Yahweh Shai showed us, what wickedness is, We had to know what wickedness is to be a full judge,
Yeah, righteous animal.
Yeah, a righteous judge or righteous king or righteous rulers of the world, man. And to get this law,
But that's why it's mainly upon the elect, because if they're not gonna taste the death, they're gonna be the ones that pretty much govern over other jakes, man. And over all these nations, man. When you always try to put that crown on your head, that means that you over many, man. And that's for eternity. That's not some position that you give up.
Nope.
At the end of a term or something. Something that you have, and you wear that crown for eternity. You receive that acknowledgement for eternity, man. Mostly from Yahweh Shemi Shai. That's the acknowledgement we really look for. So it's nice to get it from your peers, from other people, because the Most High and His Son is pleased with you. You know what I'm saying? That's an infatuation that we really have. Because that's a spiritual high. If anybody is familiar with that,
Only the elect be familiar with that shit. Because a regular person don't understand the spiritual high that the Lord still loves us, man. They don't understand that, man.
And then they go around. That's why when they say Jesus loves everybody, that makes them feel accepted. And shit.
Right. That make them feel accepted, like they can still do as much wrong as they want to. No, that's bullshit, man. Because if you actually looking for the love of someone, you want to do right by them,
That's why when they started saying that, you can pray over your pork and that shit or kosher swine and shit like that.
It's all bullshit, because that's not doing right by the person that you want to love you,
Right. You got ways around that and shit. Now that you can do that, if you can do that for me, if the Lord went and took that away, then you can go and do this and that.
Right,
and
exactly.
Shit.
Bullshit.
He came to fulfill the law.
Yep.
Slocky, if you don't mind me saying, brother, hey, this is the first time I ever seen in my life that other nations like Africa a while back said they want forgiveness from us, but we don't forgive y'all motherfuckers, man. Fuck y'all.
Right. Yeah, we go forgive them after 1,000 years of slavery. After we put them through the hell that they put our people through.
And a lot of these other Edomites are waking up that what they did to us, we the children of the Most High. But it's a little too late for forgiveness from us, because we're gonna be righteous anger like the Most High.
Exactly. We gotta pay them back, and then we'll give them a fair shot, because we ain't gonna keep our anger perpetually. Matter of fact, and I'm just speculating because I don't know for sure. Matter of fact, I think that's why we're gonna put Esau to death, because that's gonna be a mercy killing. Because these devils, they still have their anger to this day. And Jake don't keep anger forever. We gonna be angry, like the apostles be saying sometimes. We probably gonna fuck these devils up for about, well, I'm talking about we gonna fuck them up royally for about 700-800 years. The last 200 years we probably gonna lighten up. We ain't gonna crush their skulls, bring them back, crush it again, bring them back, crush it again. We gonna go fuck them up as bad shit after about 800 years and shit. Because I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna crush their skull over and over again just to see where the skull fragments pop off the next time. But after about 800 years and shit, I'm not gonna be as angry. So when they're approaching that 1,000-year mark, it's gonna be pretty much a mercy killing, because these devils is gonna try to get back in power again somehow. Okay. Here it is. We're gonna have all types of spiritual power, and they're gonna try to get back in power somehow because they're a proud ass devil, man.
Yeah, if
you got anything else, brother.
Well, I got one last scripture.
Go
ahead. Isaiah 11:11, and then it shall come to pass in the day that the Most High shall set his hand again the second time, and it becomes the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Patros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So, the Most High gonna come and get us again the second time. This haven't happened yet. And these motherfucking Ashkenazi Jews that's over there in our land defiling it with that pink city and all kind of other bullshit. Hey, y'all motherfuckers got a lot of shit to pay for, because when we get over there, we gonna fuck your ass up. That's probably the reason why y'all fighting over Syria and mad at Russia, because Russia won't allow y'all to go back to Mount Seir any goddamn more.
Right, and hide in those mountains, talking about cover us with the rocks.
Yeah.
That ain't happening no more.
Yeah. But hey, I'm just waiting for that day when I could righteously grab a slave by the neck and throw him up against the wall.
Break all their fronts out.
Hey, it'll be a righteous thing that when I do it. But right now, this is not our kingdom. Hey, we have to do what these devils say. But hey, the rulership of the devil is coming to the end.
Yep.
Hey, soon as China dump this money, hey, it's gonna stop being a financial war. It's gonna be a real war.
Yeah, it's gonna be a physical war, and we gonna love it, man.
Right.
Shoot.
Right.
Yep.
That's when Jake really get to shine.
God. Yep. Well, with that, I say Shalom. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and honors and salutations to you brothers doing the work in truth and sincerity. Is another live lesson with the brother, the exalted brother, the we exalt brother, and
hey, I ain't exalted yet, brother. I'm waiting for that day, but
soon to be exalted. Yeah.
But I'm waiting. Hey, in due time we all be exalted.
Good.
But but until then, we got to do this work,
right? And suffer the rest of this kingdom, Yep. But it's excited. What is a great thing to see your enemies go down,
Hey, it's gonna be a beautiful thing to see our enemies driven down before us. Hey, like Conan said, see the enemies driven down before us and ravishing their women.
Yeah,
The lamentation
right.
That they win.
Yeah, what is see your enemies destroyed before you and then flee away from you, and the lamentation of their women.
It's gonna be a beautiful day. Hey, it's gonna be a beautiful day when we grab your might have a kid and we grab your child and dash you up against the stones.
Right. Shit, hell yeah, man.
Use them like a pair of nunchucks, man.
Hell yeah, for real. Tweet my babies, bye.
busting
killing their
somebody.
parents with them and
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah,
They
you
got
know?
them big ass watermelon heads meant to be
Damn
bust,
pale,
man.
them pale
Shit,
clubs.
hell yeah.
Shit, morning stars.
God.
We ain't gonna be wicked like y'all when in this next kingdom,
Right,
but
right.
we gonna be tearing y'all, messing y'all up. You know,
Hell yeah. Fucking them all the way up,
Yeah, but
man.
we're doing it with
yeah,
spiritual powers.
God.
We don't need the buck break you when we can bring you back and crush your skull
Right.
and bring you
Several
back.
different times over
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
yeah,
Man, yeah. And then it's gonna be the Lord's anger on us. So, man, we gonna imagine some shit, you know.
yeah. Hey, we gonna imagine some unheard of things.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Terror unimaginable.
And I've been thinking about some fucked up shit already, so I can only imagine.
Good.
yeah.
Yep.
You know, hey. With that said, hey, Shalom, hey,
Yep.
hey. I
Shalom,
just can't wait for this kingdom to come, man.
Good.
Mm,
Hey, that's what's on all our minds, man.
Yeah,
Look
Uh,
forward
I'm
to
about
that.
to end it now. Your brothers got any last words?
Just Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, Wa Babal, Abad Babal.
Con. And with that said, hey, this is another video by the brothers from GMS Grand Rapids. Brothers, say y'all names.
This is the brother Yamarika.
It's the brother Ariaka.
And I'm Aina. And with that said, Shalom. To the
Shalom.
next video.
Till the next video. Shalom.
Shalom.